first thing that stood out to me were her ears and the fact that she had absolutely no whiskers. We didn't even know she was a gray cat or not because a lot of the animals we were getting were gray, whether they were white or tan.
She obviously had very obvious burns all over her. She was in pretty bad shock. And because of the smoke inhalation, she did have to spend the day and the night in our one of our oxygen kennels, and we actually had a tech who stayed overnight with her because that's how much she needed the oxygen. The first few weeks she was getting bandaged every single day. We were applying antibiotic ointments and we went through a lot of Manuka honey for her, so she was getting honey bandages pretty much every day.
Even when we would treat her, she always had a good personality, very sweet all the time. We actually kind of hesitated to go to her kennel sometimes because as soon as she saw someone approaching her kennel, she would try her best to get up. And we didn't want to really pet her because she had severe burns all over her body. So we would just reach out our hand and she would actually head bump us.
We were getting a lot of people who were coming into the ICU to try to identify their pets, and it was really heartbreaking seeing them coming in with so much hope and just, you know, fingers crossed that that animal was their animal. And it was hard to identify these animals because they all were just in really rough shape.
Skinny Minnie had been with us for a few weeks. Lots of folks thought they might be hers, but unfortunately not. Until one day, a couple came in and they had an inkling that she might be their cat, an outdoor community cat that they're feeding for quite some time. They only had a few minutes to evacuate. They were able to get their 2 indoor cats into carriers and safely remove them, but they couldn't find Miss Minnie here.
As soon as her people came and positively said that was her, she started eating in her kennel, which was really great because she really was not wanting to eat up until then.
What's really touching is that despite not having a home to call their own at the moment, Skinny Minnie's parents come and visit her nearly every other day, which is so sweet.
Over her few months in our care, she's probably had 30 plus people who have cared for her, and that includes our vet techs here, our staff veterinarians, as well as the vets and vet techs who came from our neighboring shelters to come assist us those first few weeks. So really it's just been a really big team effort, and that's why so many of us are so attached to her.
I remember staying with her overnight the first night. I feel like she had this fight in her to survive, and then now look at her.
That's so sweet. You're gonna make us cry. She's gotta come and say hi to everybody. Yeah. Sweet. Oh, yeah, I just can't believe how far she's come. You guys just did an amazing job. It's just so nice to see her be a cat.
Yeah.
And be normal and be able to do all that. Yeah, I know.
Thank you guys. Thank you guys.